Good morning, everybody. It's your girl D Rose coming to you live from Johnson C. Smith University. It is the Chronicles Baby. I had a wonderful meeting this morning. I'm pick this up. I had a wonderful meeting this morning with Dr. Guffey and soon to be Dr. Albright in terms of grad school. So I'm going to be speaking a lot in the near future, very near future, on grad schools. I'm going to be posing some questions. I'm going to be asking for help. I'm going to be needing assistance because this is an 18-month program that I have to do, that I want to do, that I desire to do, so that I can make some money. I want to have income that's overflowing so that I can be a blessing to any population or individual that's in need, because people have assisted me on this journey. Wow. On this journey, and it's a bittersweet for me because this morning I was checking my email and my professor said we're down to the wire. I thought it was 8 weeks and it's 6 weeks, and it's getting ready. I'm about to cry. It's about ready to come to an end, and these are tears of joy because I love learning. I have finally accomplished something that I've always wanted to do. And I'm going to say this because I hope she is listening and watching, and I'm going to tag her. But if it had not been for two things, the Mecklenburg County Health Department not being able to renew the grant, I wouldn't have talked to the career coach. And after all the things that I went through in terms of filling out application after application and couldn't get a job because I had the expertise, I had the stunning resume, but I didn't have a degree. But a friend said, girl, you need to come to the Metropolitan College over here at Johnson C. Smith University, and you would love it, you would do well. And I did it. So Natasha Feddersen, if it had not been for you, imparting that. And of course, my pastor and first lady wrote the recommendation letter for me to get accepted into the program. So I just thank God for life, health, and strength. Because even when, and I'm going to be real candid and honest with you, even with the stuff that I am healing through, God seems to find a way to bring me a peace beyond anybody's understanding. And mine's matter more than anybody else because it's mine. It's my peace. So when I got up this morning, my direction was to go and speak with Guffey. He hit me up and he was like, I need to sit down with you about money, grad school money. So I have 2 pages of information to help me, with the campaign. So just look forward to getting information, seeing the direction of my Facebook turn into something that is necessary for me, because my steps are ordered. But I definitely want to get the support that I can from the people that desires. And even if you are not that person, be a resource. Slide my name, say my name, say what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, and I will give you information, shortly. I'm going to be working on a campaign basically to help me go through grad school. I don't want to be in no situation trying to give anybody any money, none whatsoever, for school. I don't want to be in any debt. So I want to try to come up out of that with all means necessary, not having to pay anything. As again, this is an 18-month program. I don't want a job. I don't want a job. I keep saying I need a job. I need to go to work, but I don't want a job. I want income. I want income. I want more income. I desire more income. So with that being said, I know what these degrees are going to do for me. Okay, so I'm looking for investors. That's what I'm looking for, investors. So this is like probably my last day coming up here until they say, come and get your diploma. your degree, you know. So I wanted to sit here for a little bit and do my chronicle here. It's not like I won't come back to the university, because like I stated, I have done the alumni. I'm gonna be a part. I want to give back. I want to have a voice. I want to be a professor one day at this university or some other university where I can teach and demonstrate the art of communication, because like I said, I love everything communication. Just adoring the fact that the campus is getting ready to overflow with students, you know, for the fall. And I won't be here. I won't be here. So I'm going through the process of waiting once again for my final grade, so that I can have my transcript sent over to Queen's University. And once all of that is taken care of, I have no shadow of any doubt that I will be accepted into my master's communications program. Thank you to each and every one of you who have assisted me in any way possible, whether it has been from tutoring. So my little niece, Coop, Aliyah Hatcher, my sister Toy, Javari have assisted me with that math, because math was one of my weakest. I can count my money, but don't nobody have time for all these symbols and all of that other stuff. So I thank y'all for helping me out with that. The joy, the laughter, the opportunities, the internships, the volunteer opportunities, the interviews, the write-ups, everything, just everything that I have had my hands in, whether it been social media for a certain organization or major organizations that I have done event social media platform, you know, boosting for the presentations of their presenters, and just everything. I'm overwhelmed with joy at this point, and I'm excited about everything. So I'm just going to end that there and say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of my professors. Definitely, most definitely, I will have to thank Professor Wynn, who's no longer here at Johnson C. Smith University, but she was one that definitely had a strong force behind me. She was adamant about what it is, why it was important to be here and do what you're supposed to do. Professor Guffey, that's my dude. Professor Guffey is that dude, man. He just amazing. This morning he bought in fresh fruit from his farm, some tea and some lemonade and some orange biscuits. I mean, everything was just phenomenal, fresh everything. And he just sat down and talked to me about grad school. He imparts in me that he wants to invest in my success, and that's what matters. And that's what I have gotten here through my years since 2013-14 school year at Johnson C. Smith University, is professors, deans that have taken the opportunity to impart. I cannot say thank you enough to my girl, one of my favorite other female professors, I must say. And she is the only Professor Gwendolyn Devins. Anytime that I have needed a recommendation letter for anything, you have made sure that even if it wasn't within that 2-week time frame, you made it happen for me. And I thank you for that. Thank you. And for everything else in between that I can't talk about. So I thank you for that too. Dean McClain, you have been a joy. I've always said, and I will always be Metro. My heart is communications. I wish you all could have gotten it over on that side, but I had to do what I had to do, and I love it. I just appreciate the opportunity to grow there so that I can glow where I'm going. And Johnson C. Smith has done that for me. It has really done an amazing job in developing me as a a better woman, a better friend. I have connected with individuals that are like-minded. I have connected with individuals that want to go places, that want to do things, that are not afraid to take chances and risk, that have just accepted me for who I am and have dealt with me throughout the years. Some of them have gone on. Some of them have even decided that they couldn't do it. But I stuck to it, y'all. I stuck to it out of all the years that I decided, I'm going to go to school for this, drop out, go to school for that, drop out, go to school for this, drop out. But now look at me. I'm getting ready to obtain that bachelor's of arts degree in communications. And for that, I am proud of me. If nobody else says that they're proud of Devondia Regina Roseborough, I want you to know, lady, that I am so proud of you. And keep up the good work and continue to move forward in whatever destiny and plan that God has for your life. And that's where I am. That's where I am. This is the most amazing chronicle that I probably will ever do. And I'm not taking any credit or taking anything away from any other chronicle, but this chronicle means so much to me. Just know that. And I hope you were able to watch it through its duration, because I needed for each and every one that was represented in any way in my life able to see what it is that they did for me. Professor King, Dr. King, thank you so much for your African American literature course. Without that course, I wouldn't have met the wonderful people in that class and, fostered the relationships that I have fostered. Thank you for your amazing comments every time that I submit an assignment. It's so many professors that I can go down. Professor Black with video, Professor Sadler with audio. I mean, just everything that I've put my hands on has allowed me to be an expert at what I do. And I can really honestly say that I can listen to the radio and tell you how that was done, or I can listen to the radio or television and tell you how I could have done it better. So with that being said, again, I'm proud of me. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everybody who has followed me, liked every post that I have put up in terms of my educational success, or even when I wanted to give up. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the motivation. And thank you just for being who you are. And with that all being said, this is it, y'all. This is it. She said 5 weeks, and it's only... After this week, I'm done, and I don't want to be done. That's why I'm going to grad school. I wish JCSU had a grad communications department, but it doesn't. It doesn't have that program. But I'm okay with going to the great, awesome Queen's University. Yeah, I'm just watching. Who would have thought a girl that grew up in Earl Village and, stayed on Dundee and came past here, all this, that, and that, and never would have thought that I would be in attendance of a HBCU. Even when I got accepted into one and didn't because I was falling behind a man. Let me tell y'all something. Get you right. And that'll be my next chronicle. I'll do that later after I leave the doctor's office, because I got to go to the doctor today. And I'm going to talk about, men and your destiny, men and your decisions, men and your feelings, men and your emotions, men and your language, your communication. Not putting anything in their plate, I'm putting it in yours, because your responsibility to how you receive what is being said, what is being done, and even when it's not being, received. So it's your girl D Rose coming to you live. Not for the last time, but from Johnson C. Smith University, y'all, on the block. It's the Chronicles, baby. I love you for real, and if no one else loves you, remember Jesus do. Have a wonderful day. Peace.